Hey everyone, how are you doing? Glad to have you here. Happy Friday. Hey there, it's Carol J. Dunlop, your online wow strategist and six-time Amazon best-selling author here with our Friday training. So every Friday at 1 p.m. we're having a training and I'm training you how to create your own wow website. Today we're talking about the difference between posts and pages. Maybe you've never thought about it before. Maybe you've like, why are there two of these? What do they do? How can I use them? All kind of good things. We're going to solve that today because we're actually talking about how you can use posts and pages to get more traffic to your website, when to use each one of them, why they're important, all the good stuff. So let's kind of jump into it. Here we go. And let me make sure this is working. Yes, indeed it is. Indeed it is. Okay, so if you've ever wondered about the disparities between these two, the posts and the pages, and how to harness their power for driving traffic, you're in the right place because we're going to talk about it right now. So when you're thinking about what is the difference between a post and a page, do posts have the upper hand in driving traffic, or are pages the secret SEO weapon? So I want you to learn, or to discover rather, which one to use, when you need to use it, what you need to do with it, all this good stuff. And I want to make sure that your website is a wow website. So as you can see on the screen, there is a link at the bottom that says download your free wow website planner. Go to csicorporation.com/planner and go ahead and get that. That will tell you everything you need to know about creating your own wow website. And just so you know, if you're thinking like, Carol, what is a wow website? A wow website is a website that answers the questions of the person that's coming to see it before they even know what the questions are. It makes them feel like, hey, this is a long lost friend. It makes you feel like a long lost friend. It makes you feel like they know you. They know you deep within. They know you intimately. They know what your pain is. They know how to solve your problem. All of that. That's what a wow website does. And a wow website also steers you to how you can get your pain resolved. So how you can solve that problem. So basically, that's what a wow website is. And now I'm telling you, or teaching you, what the difference is between a post and a WordPress page. All right, so in a nutshell, posts are timely, pages are timeless. Like posts are, I'm going to get a little bit more into them as we go on, but just keep these things in mind. Posts are meant to be shared on social media, pages not necessarily. Not that you can't, but usually you don't. Posts are organized using categories and tags. Pages are hierarchical and organized as child and parent. And you'll see this when you get into your site, when you get into your WordPress site, when you go to that posts piece where you can find the posts, they will be organized by the posts are organized by categories and tags. The pages are hierarchical and they're organized like there's a big page and then there's a parent page and a child page. And then posts have an author and published date. Pages do not. Okay, so let's get on into it. Keep on rolling here. So this is a shot. This is a shot of a WordPress post. And when you log into the back end of your website, you're going to see posts and you're going to see pages. Posts is up near the top. Now this is not the Gutenberg, what is it? Not the Gutenberg blocks. I hate Gutenberg blocks. I have a plugin on my site that says disable Gutenberg. I just don't like it. I use Elementor for my layout and stuff. So I just like the old way that it was with WordPress, and I keep it that way. So, and it's easy. If you like Gutenberg, you don't have to do anything once you download and install WordPress. It's there. If you don't like Gutenberg, you can install a plugin called Disable Gutenberg. And this look that you're seeing right now about this post, this is the classic post, the classic WordPress. A lot of people like that. I know a lot of people did a lot of stuff with that for a long time. And there are people who are getting into the blocks and doing those. I just refuse. So that's just me. That's how we're going to do it. But if you're thinking about it, posts, let me tell you about posts, WordPress posts. I need to get that out of there. Posts are used to create blog content, articles, and other content listed on your blog page. They're shown in reverse chronological order so that the newest content is shown at the top of the list. So if you click that little button that says all posts, if you look in the left-hand side of your screen, it's going to list all the posts that you've created for that site. So if you are using WordPress as a blog, then you'll likely end up using posts for the majority of your website content. But if you have a blog, and it's not just you're using it for a blog, you're using it for your business where you also blog and your website is also they're together. You have a WordPress site. Okay, you have a WordPress site and then you have a blog. They're going to be all together, but they're going to be listed on the page where all the posts are shown. All the posts are shown on one page. It's called your post page. When you go behind the scenes and look at it, it's saying choose your post page. When you go into the settings of WordPress, you can choose what page is going to be on the front, or if you're just using it as a blog, you can have it where it's set up so that all your blogs come first. WordPress was originally a blog post thing. Now it's a content CRM, a content organizer. So now you can use it for your actual website, have actual pages. There are hundreds of thousands of websites out there, including ours and all of our clients that use WordPress, because I specialize in using WordPress to create websites. Okay, I hope that makes sense. All right, so you can add and edit WordPress posts by clicking the post menu option in your dashboard. And this, as you can see on screen, this is what the WordPress post editor looks like. Since posts are listed with the newest posts at the top, your posts are meant to be timely. Your older posts are archived based on month and year. As the posts get older, your visitors will have to go deeper to find them. You have the option to organize your posts based on categories and tags and not just on the date. And if you have a lot of content, then you can add a search form to make it easy for your visitors to find the content that they are looking for. So it's designed, the posts are designed for regularly updated content like blog articles. Now, in comparison, the page and the post kind of look the same, right? It looks like it's the same thing. But if you look on the left-hand side where it says posts and pages, they come from, they're different post types. That's what WordPress calls them, post types. A page is a post type and a post is a post type. All right, imagine that. I'm sorry, wait. For a second, I had something that I wanted to. There we go. The definition and purpose of a WordPress page. Pages are static, one-off type content like your about page, privacy policy, contact page, and more. While the WordPress database stores the published date of the page, pages are really timeless entities, and you don't even have to show the time or anything like that. And you can see what a page looks like. It's very similar to the post. You can see where it's located. And we have all kinds of WordPress pages. And there's really no limit on how many pages that you can have. Pages aren't meant to be social, so they usually don't have social sharing buttons. For example, you probably don't want visitors to share like your policy page. Pages also don't include comments. Now, usually the comments are shut off by default, but you can turn them back on if you want, but most people do not have comments on their page. There's an option to enable them, but most people don't. Now, unlike posts, pages are hierarchical by nature. For example, you have subpages and you can have child pages that come off of a page. You can show it on the main page of website. Like, for instance, if you have employees, just give you an example. If you have a page that's like our staff, put it that way, and you show people on the page, like, you're a newspaper or something. You have an editor, you have a proofreader, you have all this stuff, all these positions, right? And then they'll click on the person's picture and it takes to another page. So that's like a sub page or a child page. Now this page is telling you just about that person itself. So you can do a lot of different things with the pages, have sub pages, have child pages, have pages that show up within pages. So there's a lot of things you can do. You have more, I think you have more flexibility with the page as far as showing content, because you can put posts on your page. You can include your blog posts. You can include a lot of other content. So pages themselves are more flexible. You can do more with it, but posts are really the ones that kind of drive everything, because posts hold your blog posts. All right, so if we're looking at it, which thing, post type, post or page, drives more traffic? Okay, there are two reasons that the post and the page work. So we're going to compare them. There's a website. There's a bug crawling on this thing. Yuck. Like, a bug. No, I just said to kill him. As website owners, we all want our digital domains bustling with visitors, but when it comes to WordPress posts and pages, which one holds the key to unlocking the floodgates of traffic? So we're going to find out right now. And the factors that influence traffic generation come down to two key elements. That is search engine visibility, which is how easily can your content be discovered through search engines like Google. This depends on some factors. Keyword optimization. This is when you use the actual words that users are using, that they are entering into Google to find content, products, and services. So keyword optimization are the words that your people are entering into their browsers to find you, or people like you. We hope it's just you, right? So then you have backlinks. This is increasing your search engine visibility. Backlinks are links from one website to a page or post on your website through the use of anchor text. Now, I know that sounds like a big thing, but basically, here's your website, and here's a website you're getting a backlink from. That website, someone on that website comes to your website and they read something. Oh, that's great. Let me link back to this site because they have great information. And they may write a blog post, and they may have some anchor text like, this is a great site. And that's just cheesy, but they're not going to do that. It's going to be regular conversation, maybe a keyword or something that's linked to, but this is a great site. And they're putting the link on their site and it links back to your site. That's what a backlink. And for you to get more search engine visibility, you need more backlinks, like lots of backlinks. All right. I hope you understand that. All right. So now the next is overall site authority or domain authority. It means basically how you stack up against other websites and your rank. So that search engine visibility is one of the things that influences traffic generation. And the other one is social sharing potential. This will your content go viral on social media platforms? The power of social sharing can significantly boost your website's visibility, driving traffic from enthusiastic users who can't resist spreading the word about you. So these two things drive an influence of traffic that's going to get to your site, and what makes one work, a post or a page, work over the other. Okay, so now we're going to look a little bit more into which drives traffic better. Posts are known as the traffic accelerators, and pages are known as the steady roadmaps. So here's why posts are considered traffic accelerators. The freshness advantage. Since posts are regularly updated, search engines love them, especially for trending topics or recent news or events like what just went on with Trump coming to Atlanta to get booked in and all that. That's some freshness stuff if I ever had to say. So if you are someone who is, why is that disappearing? If you are someone who is, you're blogging about political stuff or you're writing about political stuff, then that freshness for you to get that information on your site as quickly as possible is one of your traffic generator thingies, for lack of a better word, the freshness advantage. And then social sharing friendly. With their timely and engaging nature, posts have a higher likelihood of being shared on social media platforms. This viral potential can create a ripple effect, attracting new visitors to your website like bees to honey. So if people are going to share your site, if they find something, a post, they find something good on it, and they want their friends or audience to know about it, they're going to share it. So that's going to help you get more Google juice, is that they're sharing your post. Okay, so let's move over to the steady roadmaps, which are pages. They have evergreen appeal because pages often contain essential information that remains relevant over an extended period. As a result, they have a lasting appeal and can attract organic search traffic consistently over time. This thing keeps stop moving. It's so sensitive, you know what I'm saying? So basically what it's saying is evergreen appeal. Just think about the pages that you have on your site that aren't really going to do a whole lot of change in your about page, maybe even your home page, which is the hub for everything to come into. Maybe your testimonials page. The only thing that's going to really change about that is you're going to be adding more testimonials to it. So people always know, if I go here, I'm going to see some testimonials about this business from this business owner from this website. Your contact page, not much is going to change about that unless you're going to change your phone number or maybe your form or something. And then your services. That's probably the thing that's going to get the biggest change, because you probably are going to change some of your services, add to it, subtract from it. So that's why we say it has evergreen appeal. And then pages can also be SEO powerhouses. While posts may have a freshness advantage, pages can be optimized to target specific keywords and achieve higher search engine rankings. Properly optimize the meta tags, the page titles, and content can work wonders for driving targeted traffic to your pages. All right, so which one is better for SEO? Posts or pages? Let's look at it. Posts are really, as we said, traffic accelerators, and pages are the steady roadmaps. So what helps posts to be more optimized for SEO are the keywords and content optimization. Posts allow you to target specific keywords and optimize your content accordingly. Conducting thorough keyword research and strategically incorporating keywords into your post titles, the headings, and body can boost its visibility in search engine results. Also, categories and tags. Posts come with the added advantage of utilizing categories. Like, you can categorize each of your posts. Like if you have a company, say for instance, to move this real easily because it wants to just act up. Say for instance, you're a steamer company, you clean floors. So maybe you want to categorize the posts that you have on your website into wood floors, linoleum floors, tile floors, and then you give a whole separate set of posts for each of those about how you clean those. That can be your categories. And then the tags, what are people looking for? How to clean linoleum floors, how to clean wood floors, cleaning wood floors. Those could be tags that you use for your business when you're doing your blog posts and really looking at optimizing them. All right, so let's go to pages. How are pages worthy contenders for that SEO, that Google juice? The importance of meta tags and page titles. Pages allow you to optimize essential elements like meta tags, which are the descriptions and the keywords. They just put that meta in there. Meta descriptions, meta keywords, and of course the page titles. There's a big thing around titles. We have all these traffic title generators, blog title generators, because if your title is bad, or it's not good enough, or it's not catchy, or it's not catching the eye of the person that you want to read it, they're not going to open up and see that. So you got to be careful with that. Crafting compelling and keyword rich meta tags and page titles can significantly improve your page's visibility in search engine results. And then there's permalinks and internal linking. Pages provide opportunities for optimizing permalinks. Your www.mysite.com/name of the post that you just created, or name of the page that you just created, which could be about us, contact us, work with us, that type of thing. Additionally, you can implement internal linking strategies within your pages, creating a network of interconnected content that search engines love. Now, I teach about this in my authority blogging project, how Google wants you to have pillars and content hubs, right? Pillars, content hubs, and content hubs are pillars, and then they want you to have content inside of that hub. Let's say, for instance, you have a pillar. I was talking about the person that cleans floors. They're a floor cleaning company, but one of their pillars could be the types of stuff you use on cleaning elements for your floors. That could be one, like hyper focused piece of content that you're going to put on your blog, on your website. So like, you are cleaning floors, your thing is floors. So this is about cleaning. This is about installing your hyper-focus cluster. Sorry, I couldn't even get that in my brain. Hyper-focus clusters. So all this cluster is about is cleaning the floor. This cluster could be about installing the floor. And this cluster could be about changing out your floors, that type of thing, right? And then you can have those three things on each of the linoleum and tile and all of that, so that people know, okay, if I want to know anything about flooring, I'm going to go to this website and I'm going to look. I want to learn how to clean linoleum floors. And then cleaning your floors, linoleum, cleaning your floors, that's how Google wants it to be organized, so that they can say, this person is a topical expert. They know what they're talking about. Go to their website, get the answers to the questions that you have. So that's what I mean by permalinks. And then internal linking means that you're linking pages and posts to one another. Like, for instance, if you're blogging and you put a post out, you want to link to other posts. Now, if your pages are actually talking about, like I said, services, contact me, work with me, and stuff like that, when people click on that page to go to your inner, what's going on with this company, how can I work with them, they're probably going to reach other pages. You think of it as an outline. A is your main subject, and then under that you have 1, 2, 3, and then you have B, which is another subject, and 1, 2, 3. And if you want to do anything under those 1, 2, 3s, then you have ABC. Just think of it as an outline. But an outline leads you, your end that you're going to is for the person to understand how you do what you do, why you do what you do, how they can help you, and how you can achieve results. Now, the secret to your success is leveraging the strengths of both posts and pages. Just like I said before, I mean, your website is not something that sits out in cyberspace or whatever all by itself. And when people get to it, how do they get to it? And when they do find it, what are they doing? What are you giving them? So you got to make sure your navigation is on point. You got to make sure you have a clean slate of pages that they could go to, the hierarchy and the navigation is on point so that they can find out what they want. And then when they go to your posts, which are part of your blog, your overall blog posts and stuff, they can see what you've been talking about. They can learn more. They can get a piece of your brain and understand what's happening, how you work with people. You may be talking about your events, or you may be talking about the services that you have, and you go into deep with it in each blog post. Your page lists the overall services that you have, but your blog post could delve into it deeper. I hope that makes sense. All right, so as we continue on, how to optimize each for search, how to optimize your posts for search, and how to optimize your pages. So your posts, the key thing to doing this here is keyword research. Identify relevant keywords, and I use keysearch.co. It is wonderful. It's very affordable, and it's great. It gives you a lot of the services at the big things like Ahrefs and SEMrush and all that without that big price, right? Target keywords that align with your post topics and are low competition keywords. And when we talk about low competition keywords, we talk about keywords that have a lower, they're not competitive. Like, a lot of people aren't trying to get this keyword, but a lot of people are putting this keyword into the browser to search with. The search volume is high, but the competition is low. And that's the hardest thing about keyword optimization, talking about keywords. People don't understand this whole thing about, what does a keyword have to do with anything? Why should I write? I don't want to write for a search engine. I write for a person. So you got to mix both of those up. And you got to find the best way for you to get traffic to your site is with keyword research, where you find the low competition keywords, which are usually going to be those long tail keywords. Long tail keywords are usually 3 words or more. So go back to our flooring company, cleaning linoleum floors. So that could be a long tail keyword, or it could be buying linoleum floors, or the best linoleum floors in Georgia. That could be a keyword. If that's a keyword that your people are actually typing into Google, and the reason we say we're catering to Google more than anybody else, because Google is up here. It's the #1 search engine in the world. Bing and Yahoo are down here. They probably don't like me saying it, but they are. So there's a big, huge gap. Just think about the Republican race. Here's the T-man, and here's the R-man, DeSantos. It's a big gap. So I hope you can understand that. So anyway, you're trying to please the big dog, right? You're trying to please Google. This is what Google wants from you. They want you to research this keyword. They want you to put this keyword phrase, these low competition keywords, because if you do that, now, of course, they want you to pay. So if you're going to pay, you're going to pay for some keywords that are going to get you some stuff back. Just act like you're paying, but you're not going to pay for it, right? If you use something like keysearch.co, which is amazing and awesome, it will give you the keywords you need to target, and it will give you a number. And as long as your number is in alignment with your website, then you will target, you will rank on the first page of Google for that keyword. And when you rank on the first page of Google for a keyword that your people are looking at, boom, magic happens. That's just no other way to explain it than that. Magic happens, meaning you get people that are coming over to you. All right, so low competition keywords, just like I said, they're like those hidden gems. These are the words that you can rank for on the first page of Google easily. By targeting these low competition keywords, you can attract a steady stream of organic traffic to your website without paying for anything, right? You're paying to get that information from keysearch.co, but you find the right low competition keywords. Remember the search volume, a lot of people are searching, but not a lot of people are actually using it. They're not using it in their blogs. They're not trying to rank for it, but a lot of people are searching for it, and probably because they haven't combined it as well as you have. The next thing for search engines to just see you and know about you is to write compelling titles and meta descriptions. Create eye-catching titles. Remember, I just said if they don't like the title, if it's not catching them, they're not going to open it. And you need to include your target keyword. Ensure they accurately represent the content and entice users to click. Write concise and persuasive meta excerpts that summarize the post and also include relevant keywords. That's saying a lot to say, make sure that your title that you're using is click worthy, not clickbait. Clickbait is like you're going to say something sensational, and when the person clicks on it, there's nothing there. They're like, it talks about something totally different. You're not lying. You're really talking about what you need to be talking about. And then you need to optimize content with your headers, your keywords, and your formatting. You need to use header tags as in H1, H2, etc. Google looks for these things, and the H1 and the H2 just refers to the size of the header. For instance, if your main title or header on your blog post, your title is in H1, all the rest of your subheads are in H2, so they don't compete with each other. And you really want to think about structuring your content so that it's more scannable, because as you probably heard, people have the attention span of a goldfish. And if you just show them a wall of text when they get to your site, they're just going to bounce off. They're not going to read anything. So you got to make sure it's scannable for both readers and search engines and people with disability who may use a screen reader to see what's going on. Sprinkle relevant keywords naturally throughout the post. Incorporate bullet points, bold text, and italics to enhance readability and emphasize key points. All right, let's talk about the page. Your permalink is the thing that's going to get you the most traffic here. So shorten your page URLs. That, if you have a page that says talking about how the company works, nobody's gonna use that or click on it. Just about the company, about us. Just shorten it. Your permalink is what appears in the very top of the screen. Like, for instance, you see here unmarket.csicorporation.com/15 best business books. That is an example. That is what a permalink is. If you look to the very top of your screen where you put in your keywords, where people type in, that is where the permalink exists. So you want to optimize your meta tags and your page titles, create unique and compelling meta descriptions and meta keywords. And remember, I said they just put that meta on there. I'm not exactly sure what it means, but it's the description. When you go on Google, hold on 1 second, I want it to come on real quick. When you go on Google and you search for your words, say you're searching for lawnmowers in Georgia, right? It's going to show you a whole list of people, well, 10 for the first page. It's going to show you all the websites that talk about whatever you just put, lawnmowers in Georgia. And then underneath that title is going to be some words, some descriptive words that says, by looking at this page, we have the answers to the questions, blah, 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 blah. That is your meta description, right? And the tag that you put inside of the back end of the dashboard of WordPress, the tag you might want to put is pretty close to your keyword, lawnmowers in Georgia, so that you got a double whammy. Lawnmowers in Georgia, when they put that thing in the top where you're searching, then it's going to look for who else has this lawnmowers in Georgia. I mean, it does it like the blink of an eye, and it brings back all the results of the pages, of the posts, of the blogs, of the news links, of the articles that have this. And you want whatever post or page that you're trying to make come up for lawnmowers in Georgia to come up on that first page, and it has 10 slots that you can pick. Now, if you see something that says sponsored on top, that is a paid ad. They're paying to go there. We're talking about organic search, where you just show up. Okay? Going to make that little distinction. And of course, use relevant keywords. So relevant keywords and engaging content. Focus on providing high quality, engaging content that delivers value to your audience while also integrating relevant keywords naturally throughout the page. Incorporate images and videos and other multimedia elements like GIFs and any gifts that you make up, gifts from Giphy. Maybe you want to click to tweet. Maybe they're calling it click to X now. I don't know, but I got to see that. Any other multimedia element, charts and stuff like that to enhance your user experience and encourage longer page visits. Basically, you want to make sure that when you're creating this content, whether it's a page or a post, you want to make sure that your people stay on the site, on that page or post, or on your site, clicking through your site for as long as possible. The longer they stay, the higher your Google juice runs. The higher level your Google juice is, the longer they stay on it. So make sure they're staying. And then remember, the key to optimization is finding the right balance. Don't stuff keywords unnaturally or sacrifice the quality of your content for the sake of SEO. Aim to provide valuable, informative, and engaging content while strategically optimizing it for search engines. So really, instead of looking at pages and posts as separate things, stuff you don't understand, oh, this will be better, use them together. Use the power of pages and posts together to get more traffic to your site. Now, I know you might have some questions, so where's my thing? I have some answers for you. All right, number one, how many posts or pages can I have? As many as you want. There's no limit on the number of posts or pages that can be created in a WordPress site. Pages, it depends on what you're doing as far as what you want to get across, what you want to talk about. You know, your main ones that I've gone through, and I'll go through again in a little bit, but the number of posts, I mean, how many blog posts can you create? That's the question. Are there any SEO advantages to one or the other, page or post? Search engines like content to be organized. Timeless and evergreen content is important, and recent content is given priority. So if your pages just think of your pages as giving information about your business, who you are, how to contact you, how to get involved. And then your posts are the things that dig deeper into what you want to teach your people. So which pages should I create on my website or blog? It depends on your website, but most of the time, people are going to have these 5 pages: about, testimonial, services, blog, and contact. And of course, you got your home page. That's what most people are going to start out with. That is the best thing to use, to have those in the beginning, and then you come out and you may do some different pages. You may need portfolio, you may need a photo gallery page or something like that. But for the most part, you're going to need these first 5, and then of course your home page. All right, can I switch between posts to pages and vice versa? Well, not really, because the content types are set by WordPress. Remember, I said a post is a post type. I mean, the post types. A post is a post type, and a page is a post type. So if you go under page and crank out something, it's gonna land. It's going to become a page, and the pages are only shown if you attach them to your navigation at the top. Now, if you want a blog post is going to be shown on your blog page, but it's going to be shown as like a list, right? This was a blog I did on Saturday. This was a blog I did last Monday. This was a blog I did 4 weeks ago. So where do you want your content to show up? Do you want it to show up as a page where it's just focused on all by itself? Or do you want it to be a post where it's in a list of other things, but they can click on it to see what's actually happening? So that's basically the difference. So sometimes people will create a blog post and they meant to do a page, or vice versa. There is a plugin called a post type switcher plugin. I've never used it. When I was doing research for this training, I found it. I'm like, that sounds interesting, but I've never had that issue where I confuse them or use them. But I could, but it's good to know that there's something out there that can help it. And then finally, are there other content types in WordPress besides posts and pages? Yep, There are attachments, there are revisions, there's navigation menus, and you can even create your own custom post types. There is a plugin, I think it's called, just Google custom post type plugin, and it will come up. And there's a little bit of like a learning curve how to do it. And I am not going to say that I know how to do it right, because I got one site that I did that on. I was creating a a post type, and the sucker won't even show up. So there are a lot of other things that happen behind the scenes. That's why I don't want to give it to you and go, oh, okay. So if you're really into it, just Google content post type plugin, right? And it will come up. It will take you through the do this, and do that, and you should be fine. But the whole thing about posts and pages is that you can use both of them to help you get found by Google and get Google to rank you, get Google to index your site, get Google to say, hey, this site is, we are saying that this is an authority site and you need to get over there. And you use posts and pages together to make sure that Google knows who you are, Google knows what you're about, what you talk about, and then they can send people to there. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining in to this training about WordPress posts versus page and which is better for SEO. I hope this has helped you. Please let me know in the comments. If you have questions, I will answer them right away. And thank you so much for just being here, being a subscriber or being a watcher. A subscriber or a watcher. Thank you so much for this. We'll have another training next Friday, so be sure to join in. Bye for now.